I was very worried that will I ever get typecasted into the space of, like cute puppy.
Bubbly.
Marriage is too heavy a term for me to understand what's happening because Vishank and I, we've been together. This is our 14th year together. So we've spent a huge one mass pura ho gaya. This one auntie from Jaipur has taken this video and वो शादी के उस time पे post नहीं किया. 2-3 दिन बाद post किया. And by the time it came to me, it had already kind of done what it had to do. But it's really nothing, yeah. Like I think we were just having fun.
Join me as a welcome in a conversation on HT City. So all of you, welcome.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
firstly, the trailer looks fab. A fan of horror genre. I was in the other room. I have just said this about it, and I will ask you also the same question because somewhere I need an input on that. Horror as a genre, very unexplored in our industry, and when explored, done from a very most of the time very superficial point of view because it's all about jump scares. It's all about the effects more effects you can put on it. And somewhere they work on the big screen because you have that kind of environment and everything. But when it comes to OTT, you can't rely on it all because you don't know when and where will anyone be watching, what environment they will be watching it in. How challenging does it become to kind of put your efforts behind a genre like this and convince people to back it and kind of give that a platform like it has gotten, Andhera has gotten here?
Akash, I in fact feel that a lot of old school stuff that we used to make, Wo Kaun Thi, Mahal, these were, we knew what we were doing and the people were liking it. The audiences they still remember those movies, those are classics. But what I feel is somehow we started focusing lesser and lesser on the story, number one, and and how the characters are lending to that story, how they're propelling that story ahead. As you said, absolutely right. In an OTT scenario, you don't know who's going to be watching it, who's going to be watching on the phone, who's going to be watching in a crowded bus with earphones or whatever. I feel the answer to all of that is eventually story. If your story is engaging, if your story is keeping people hooked episode after episode, I think that's the best medium to present people with these scares and these thrills that a horror, supernatural or a thriller has.
Yeah, and I completely agree because somewhere I feel we got so lost in making our focus the scare rather than how the scare should be adding to it and naturally flowing through it, that it actually makes you feel scared and not be like, oh, aa gaya.
Exactly.
I feel scared instead of being startled.
Yeah. You are not there to be shocked. Exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
Very intellectual. Right. But Karanvir, I have to ask that you are haunted in this, from the trailer that I have seen, you are haunted by these nightmares. In real life, what is that thing that haunts you?
Wow. I think a lot of things haunt me. Like the first thing is obviously losing my near and dear ones. Second is roaming around in a street full of people naked. I have these fears. वो बचपन से है मुझे.
Raman has mentioned it is border on fantasy at this point.
No.
Correct.
And I think third, if I have to say what haunts me in my dreams is perhaps I don't know. Like I think these two things predominantly, like losing my near and dear ones and being.
But contrastically, two different things.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now I will move on to my call wali dost, who does not remember my voice, but okay.
Sorry, but now I remember
But
it,
I am
promise.
sorry because these should have been the first words out of my mouth. Congratulations.
You?
And because I did not get to talk to you after your wedding,
My
so
wedding.
firstly, congratulations
Thank you
on
so
it.
much, Akash.
First project releasing after the wedding.
That is true. Yeah.
And there have been a lot of firsts after the wedding because your first book release.
That actually released before I got married.
But it got fire after.
Acha,
So
okay.
we will treat it that way.
Okay.
Okay, so it released during that
Okay,
time.
got it.
So the effect was there.
Huh.
But the excitement of work, because somewhere now when mismatch happened, it was still like, okay, this is something I'm trying. For you also, I'm sure.
For
It was
the
a new
first
venture.
season, yeah.
Yeah. But today when you are doing different projects, you have Andhera, you have Jub Jub Jio, there are different projects and different avenues that you are trying out. Somewhere, do you feel the actor in you is getting recognized now? And it's not just for your popularity, which earlier, which people could have easily said that she's being cast because of the popularity. But today, when you're getting different projects, different kind of genres,
Yeah.
somewhere do you feel that actor in you is getting recognized?
I mean, I definitely feel validated when you have people who are so good in their craft, kind of sitting in these rooms of power, actually
For you also.
taking your name as a possibility for a project. Like, for example, even for Andhera, when I did start with, like, when I did start acting out of my organic universe of doing what I was doing at YouTube, I was very worried that will I ever get typecasted into the space of, you know, like cute,
Bubbly.
will I ever do that? Will that happen to me? And if that does happen to me, is there a way to actually break through that? Luckily, honestly, I think I'm just very fortunate to be in this position where makers of different kinds of stories have actually looked at me in different ways. Like, for example, the fact that I even got an audition call for something like Andhera, which is so far off from any kind of, you know, content that I've ever made or any kind of opinions that I've ever had online. So that's great. So I definitely think that it's very validating for someone like me to get these opportunities. And at the same time, it's a massive learning curve because every new project is so different from the other. Every new character is so different from the other. There's so much that you get to do. Like even on Andhera, there are some situations that I will not probably, definitely never be in my life in, you know, but I got to play act them here. Which where else can I kind of like have this kind of schooling of sorts with performance? So definitely, I'm very grateful for that.
But somewhere do you feel that a little extra pressure on you as an actor, I would say, because somewhere you have not started your journey as an actor. You have got into acting after being a part of the industry. So somewhere there are people who will be seeing you as someone who maybe got the opportunity to act because of the popularity or the kind of following you had.
Yeah.
Somewhere does that act on you that with every project that you have to prove yourself a little bit extra so that those doubts kind of dissipate in people's mind?
No, I definitely need to prove myself a little extra, but never for the doubt. I will never do that for anyone who doubted why I got the opportunity. I'll always want to be there 100% and give my best for the community who got me here, which is my audience. Honestly, I rely on them for everything. They have supported me through everything, every opportunity, everything new that I've tried. I have only tried. The guts to try any of that has only come from the support that I get from my community. And I say this all the time, and call me biased, but I have the best audience. I do. I really do. They're compassionate. They're honest. They're supportive. They are my cheerleaders. They are my critics also. So if I do go to work every day saying, no, I have to make sure that I do what is expected of me and do it the best that I can, it's never for the people who doubted me or who will come back saying, oh, she's getting this for whatever reason. I will always do it for the community that actually backed me and got me these opportunities.
You rightly said you're the best audience. I'm your audience.
There we go.
Yeah.
Specimen A.
Specimen A. But Karni, like in this stage of your career, such an early stage of your career, you are getting a backing by a production house which is known to kind of give opportunities to newcomers who have gone on to make some big names on the, for example, as Siddhant Chaturvedi. I would say they have that. Does that instill that faith that, okay, maybe this is actually the right profession, this is actually the right way, the path that I was supposed to follow? Because somewhere people who know how this industry works and people who have done this before are actually showing that faith in you.
No, it's extremely gratifying. I mean, I can't be like, I'm extremely grateful to Excel Entertainment, to Amazon Prime, to the creators of the show for backing me and, you know, for believing in me that I can
pull off the show and pull off the character. And also kind of placing me with a star cast, which in itself is so experienced, whether it's a Prajakta, Surveen, Priya. Being a part of that bunch in itself is extremely gratifying for me. And like you rightly said, Excel is known to back newer talent, and I think that's also because they perhaps put a lot of faith in their storytelling, and they believe in the kind of stories that they put out there, where they feel maybe that maybe this actor might suit this character better, and because they are so unbiased in the way they function. I feel that I just definitely feel that I'm in the right ecosystem and I'm working with the right people, and yeah, I just hope that it converts on screen. That's the only that's what I'm praying for. That if they put a bet on me, it pays off. Yeah.
But Gaurav, for you, like imagining these four actors, I would say,
Yeah.
firstly, because those who I've spoken to, very different kind of vibes they come from.
Absolutely.
Like, why? She's that, as she said, bubbly. He's that innocent.
But I'm
looking-
not bubbly in the show. Thank God.
Yeah.
And
He's
you are not
bubbly.
people who think she's just bubbly. You have not known the real Prajakta.
I can be sulky also.
But Surveen and
Yeah.
Priya, like all of them is such different vibes.
Yeah.
How did it click that this is the environment that will bring them all together, and somewhere they would also do justice to the story, and somewhere the story will do justice to them?
So, so the most natural way and the most organic way was when I saw their audition. That's where, and we kind of auditioned them first individually, then we did an audition together to see how they work together and stuff like that. And I think the moment the moment we zeroed down on these four actors, I also I was hoping that the different worlds that you're talking about, they come from all different worlds. They come from all they're absolutely different, and that is what has made the story also as quite rich and complex in a good way.
Yeah.
It's added those layers because everyone comes in with their own set of practices and methods and beliefs and even spirituality for that matter. And that's it in a show like this that matters. So it's as this thing. Yeah, we saw them performing, and when they played those parts, we were absolutely sure that this is, and it literally paid off immediately. Yeah.
The dynamism also shows on screen, at least from what the trailer says. I have not watched the show, guys. I have not got the privilege yet.
Neither have
Hopefully
we.
soon. Oh, we are in the same
He
boat.
has,
Oh,
obviously.
yes.
He has watched it far too many times.
Yes.
He has to present the final version. If he doesn't, then there will be a problem.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but hopefully I will get a screener before you.
अच्छा,
So yeah, but
हमें भी दिखा देना हमने नहीं देखा है.
so आप तो screening पे देखो
हाँ.
होगी. I think they should do a streaming because Excel can afford it. I have said a lot of things for Excel today.
Yeah.
They should be very either love me or hate me after this. But Prajakta, I have to ask, very off topic, but how does it feel to have set a new trend for brides all over?
Yeah, it's first of all very questionable that this has become a trend also. I mean, I feel thank you. It's very sweet. But I did that on many mimosas. Why are you doing that sober? My question is that, and it's so weird. So that you're talking about my husband.
Yeah.
पता चले कुछ और ही बात है।
वही है।
That's actually from my Sangeet night, and so our wedding, we were actually, our guests, our friends and family were actually very sweet, and nobody filmed anything, nobody
Someone
shared anything. This one auntie from Jaipur has taken this video, and वो शादी के उस time पे post नहीं किया, 2-3 दिन बाद post किया, and by the time it came to me, it had already kind of done what it had to do, but it's really nothing. Yeah, like I think we were just having fun.
And it was fun. I know, like people are seeing it like trend, but it is actually fun.
Yeah,
It is so fun and kind of reflects your relationship also.
and I had a great time. Like Vishak and I enjoyed our wedding so much. We had a great time at a wedding.
Yeah, we saw the pictures. There was
Yeah.
not a single picture where Prajakta's mouth is closed.
Yeah.
Everywhere it's
Yeah, I was very happy.
Yeah, it feels like how Priyanka Chopra described her wedding pictures, that all 32 teeth visible.
Yeah, really?
It happened with you.
Yeah.
But how has married life been treating you?
It's lovely. It's lovely. Actually, more than like marriage, it's too heavy a term for me to understand what's happening because Vishank and I, we've been together. This is our 14th year together. So we've spent
One
a
was pura.
huge, वनवास पूरा हो गया अब राम राज्य बहुत टाइम स्पेंड कर लिया साथ में तो शादी तो हाँ मतलब मजे आए बट more than that exciting was making a home together, spending that much time together, going home to each other, and we found our space with that, and it's great, it's great.
There are 3 stories of a wedding I have.
Which 3 stories?
First was about when and where.
Oh really?
Yeah. Then 2 were of the ceremonies that happened. See, I keep telling. Those 2.
दोस्तों
Yeah, but wishing you all 3 of you lots of love in that
Thank you.
Andhera.
Thank you.